call the Planning Commission meeting to order, March 25th. And I'd like to start by introducing the members of the Planning Commission and the members of the city staff who are here to help us out. And I'll start down on the end.
Hello, my name is Les Tillery. I'm Fuquay and Partners Architects.
I'm Tony Antonius, local builder.
I'm Jennifer Nelson, transportation engineer and urban planner.
Kelly Scrimshire, Mayor Battle's office. Sharon Tyson, community volunteer.
Vince Dickens, Army Contracts.
Janet Watson, retired builder and developer.
Gary Whitley.
Kimberly Battle, Amardek.
Kyle Collins, Colliers International.
Jeffrey Rice, Lieutenant, Huntsville Police Department.
And Chairman Watson, thank you. I'm Michelle Jordan. I am the new planning director, and I'm very happy to be here tonight.
Thank you, Michelle. And we also have Claudia Anderson. You can't see her. She's with the legal department. Well, you maybe can't see her. She sits way back in the back because we don't have enough seats up here in front, but Claudia is with the legal department, and she'll be helping us out tonight if we have any questions. And I'd like to especially welcome Michelle Jordan. This is her first full Planning Commission meeting as the new planning director for the city of Huntsville, and we're all excited about her and confident that she will lead us in a very good manner. And I'd also like to welcome Kyle Collins, who's this is not your first meeting, is it? This is his second meeting, yes. Yes. And Jennifer Nelson, who is our new supernumerary member, and she will be voting on all of the issues tonight. And I'd like to welcome each of you who are attending tonight, and thank you for taking a part in this part of city government. Our first item of business is adoption of the minutes. Do I hear a motion?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The minutes are adopted. This portion of the meeting, probably most of you are familiar with. This is the public hearing portion, and if you're interested in any of the items on this part of the agenda, please go to one of the microphones on either side and give us your name and address, and we're here to hear whatever concern that you have about the subdivision or the zoning item that we'll be discussing tonight. Our first item is D1 Huntsville Campus, a re-subdivision of Lot 2, a minor. Is there anyone here to speak regarding D1? Hearing no comment, the public hearing's closed. Item 2, GRAYSON Place, Phase 3 at Sanctuary Cove, a re-subdivision of Tract 1 of GRAYSON Place, Part B at Sanctuary Cove, a re-subdivision of Tract 1 of GRAYSON Place at Sanctuary Cove, and a re-subdivision of Lot 6 of Sanctuary Cove. Is there anyone here to speak regarding GRAYSON Place? Hearing no comment, the public hearing's closed. Item 3 is Harbor Subdivision Phase 2. Yes, sir. Would you give us your name and address for the record?
My name is Ron Williams. My residence is 11015 Vivian Drive Northwest, Huntsville. And I'm president of the Mount Sharon Homeowners Association. Some of our property adjoins the property that's under consideration here. And as it's described, it's a waiver on building a cul-de-sac and a division of approximately 160 acres into 2 lots. The reason we're here is to express our concern about how those lots are to be used. I understand from the personnel in the planning department here that the owner of that property has indicated that those are going to be subdivided into approximately 115 and then 45 acres so that they could be used for private residences. If that's not the case, we would be very concerned about how that's zoned for any potential future development of homes in that area. Can anyone here tonight tell us for sure how that property's going to be used?
Michael, do you know the zoning on that particular piece of property? Single-family residence, minimum lot size of 15,000. Is that, for my information, is that the most restrictive residential zoning as far as size and setbacks are concerned? Yes, sir. Thank you. Did you understand what that means?
I do know what that means, and
okay.
that's our concern. This particular proposal is dividing that into 2 lots.
Yes, sir.
And the indication that we have is that those are going to be used for private residences. Our concern is about whether they could be developed into neighborhoods. 115 acres is a lot of property.
In the event that the owner wanted to develop it into smaller lots, no matter what size the lots, they'd have to come back before the Planning Commission and again go through the public hearing process. So you would receive notification of it.
Well, I understand that. I was hoping the owner would be here tonight to tell us what his intent is for the property.
I think the engineer is here tonight, and Jeff Mullins, and I would ask if you would take the Mount Sharon homeowners, if there are any others, and go out for a conference. Do you have anything else coming up, Jeff, on the agenda?
I don't think it'll have any comments. If it does, I'll step back in. I got Walnut Cove.
Which one? Walnut Cove? Okay, if I don't see you by then, I'll send someone for you. And then we'll keep that item open, sir, until you and Mr. Mullins have had a chance to confer, and then we'll let you continue your comment.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Our next item, we're leaving Harbor Subdivision Phase 2 open for that conference, and we'll come back to that. In the meantime, we'll go to item 4, IREDELL Phase 2, and that's been withdrawn. But it is still on the agenda. If you're here with concern about IREDELL Phase 2, you're welcome to make comments at this time. Hearing no comment, excuse me just a minute, I need to ask a question for clarification. Do I leave this open until next time? Okay, so I can close the public hearing. I cannot, okay, I'll leave it open then. Okay. Our next item, item 5, is Old Cove Phase 3 at McMullen Cove. Is there anyone here to speak to Old Cove Phase 3? Hearing no comment, the public hearing is closed. Item 6, Overland Cove Phase 2, a re-subdivision of Tract 2 of Overland Cove. Is there anyone here to speak about Overland Cove? Hearing no comment, the public hearing is closed. Item 7 is Regency Retirement Village, Skilled Nursing, a re-subdivision of lots 6 and 8, Block 2, Amherst Place 6, a minor. Is there anyone here to speak regarding Regency Retirement Village? Hearing no comment, public hearing is closed. Item 8, Sanctuary Cove 4th edition, has been withdrawn. Again, we'll leave that open, but if there's anyone here to speak to that tonight, we will hear comments. Okay, item 9, Southgate Phase 2, withdrawn. Again, we'll leave that one open, but if there's anyone here to speak regarding Southgate Phase 2, we will hear comments. I'm going to move item 10, Walnut Cove to Phase 3 at Lake Forest down because there's still conference going on regarding an earlier item, and the engineer's not back in here. And skip to item 11, Wilson Cove Phase 1, again withdrawn. And is there anyone here regarding Wilson Cove? Oh, we'll leave that item open. Is Michael over there? Would you step out and let Jeff know that we're up for Walnut Hill? And I'll try to leave that other one open if they're not ready to come back in. I'll try to leave. Are they coming in? Okay. I'm sorry. It'll be just a moment. Okay. Okay. We're still open on Harbor Subdivision, but we've gone through everything except Walnut Cove 2, Phase 3 at Lake Forest. Is there anyone here to address Walnut Cove 2? Hearing no comment, the public hearing is closed. And Mr. Mullins, have you been able to answer their questions?
I think so. They're still looking, but I think they feel comfortable with it. I met with the owners last week, and their intent is to build a single-family house. They wanted to create it in 2 lots so that their house, the lot that they're building on, wouldn't have any slope development restrictions on it. By doing this, their lot is totally out of the slope development restrictions, and that was their only intent. I think I satisfied him. We'll see.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any idea how long they're... I'm sorry. It's always good to let people have a private conference, but we also don't want it to get into the rest of the meeting, so because we do have other items to take care of. So I don't mean to be hurrying them, but we need to proceed. We're going to proceed for the time being with location, character, and extent. The first item. Okay, the first item under location, character, and extent is everybody can play playground sign. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak regarding the everybody can play playground sign? Yes, sir. You wait just a minute. I proceeded with the meeting, and I don't think you heard. Were you interested, separate and apart from Harbor Subdivision, in the everybody can play playground sign? No. Okay. This was just. I'm going to.
Sounds wonderful.
I was in the middle of that. Okay. What is that, huh? Okay. Hearing no comment on everybody can play playground sign, the public hearing is closed. Back now to Harbor Subdivision Phase 2. Mr. Williams, did you get your questions answered?
We did, and we really have no objection at all to what's being proposed at this point. Our concern would be in the future if the larger part of that parcel were to be rezoned. we would be very concerned about that. But what we understand now is it's for private residents, and we're certainly comfortable with that.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for,
You bet.
for your concerns. Is there any further comment regarding Harbor Subdivision Phase 2? Hearing no further comment, the public hearing is closed. The next item under location, character, and extent is the Huntsville High School baseball field renovations. Is there anyone here with regard to Huntsville High School baseball field renovations? Hearing no comment, the public hearing is closed. Zoning. Lisa, would you tell us about the zoning items?
Eventually. Okay. Well, the first item is the Cooper annexation zoning. This is located west of Highway 431 South and on the north side of Plainview Drive. This is 0.71 acres. The proposed zoning is Residence 1A District, which is consistent with the surrounding zoning. Here we are. It's this small hatched area that you see here. It's a single lot in an existing subdivision. There's an existing single-family home on that lot.
Okay. Is there anyone here with comment regarding Cooper annexation zoning? Hearing no comment, the public hearing is closed.
The next item that we have is the Hiley annexation zoning. This is located on the north side of Highway 72 West and east of Jeff Road. It's the hatched area that you see here. The proposed zoning is Highway Business C4 District for 13.1 acres, and this is consistent with the other zoning there along the Highway 72.
Is there anyone here to speak regarding the Hiley annexation zoning? Hearing no comment, the public hearing is closed.
The next item is the Pickerel annexation zoning. This is located on the west side of Christopher Drive and north of Highway 72 West. It's the hatched area that you see here. The proposed zoning is Residence 2A District, which is consistent with the other properties along Christopher Drive. It's a single-family home existing here on the single-family lot.
Is there anyone here to speak regarding the Pickerel annexation zoning? Hearing no comment, the public hearing is closed.
And the last item that we have is the Tibbs annexation zoning. This is located on the west side of Nick Fitchard Road and west of Research Park Boulevard. The proposed zoning is Neighborhood Business C1 District, which is consistent with the adjacent zoning, and that is 2.03 acres.
Is there anyone here to speak regarding the Tibbs annexation zoning? Hearing no comment, the public hearing is closed. Thank you, Lisa. Subdivision. Kimberly Battle, would you please give us a subdivision committee report?
Yes, ma'am. The subdivision committee met on March 19th, 2014. The first item for approval is D1 Huntsville Campus, a re-subdivision of Lot 2, a minor. The committee recommends layout approval on 2 lots with a waiver on the angle of the side lot line between lots 1 and 2. Move to approve.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The second item, Grayson Place Phase 3 at Sanctuary Cove, a re-subdivision of Tract 1 of Grayson Place Part B at Sanctuary Cove, a re-subdivision of Tract 1 of Grayson Place at Sanctuary Cove, and a re-subdivision of Lot 6 of Sanctuary Cove. The committee recommends preliminary approval on 47 lots. Move to approve.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries.
Third item is Harbor Subdivision Phase 2. This was forwarded without recommendation and is pending signature approval from Madison County Water Department and Madison County Health Department. Was that received?
The signatures have been received, and it's now in order for approval.
All right, thank you.
It is the committee recommends approval for two layouts and two preliminary layouts with a waiver on sidewalk, curb, and gutter around the cul-de-sac. Move to approve.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
The fourth item, Old Cove Phase 3 at McMullen Cove. The committee recommends relayout and re-preliminary approval on 7 lots with a waiver on the angle of the side lot line between lots 89 and Tract 1. Move to approve.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
The fifth item, Overland Cove Phase 2, re-subdivision of Tract A of Overland Cove. The committee recommends relayout and re-preliminary approval on 71 lots with a waiver on the non-radial lot lines between Lot 186 in the common area, Lot 185 and 186, and Lot 171 and 172. Move to approve.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Sixth item, Regency Retirement Village Skilled Nursing, re-subdivision of Lot 6 and 8, Block 2 of AMHURST Phase 6, a minor. The committee recommends relayout approval on 3 lots with a waiver on the angle of the side lot line between Lot 2 and 3 and double fronted Lot 3. Move to approve.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
This is also presented for final approval on 3 lots.
Is it in order for final, Michelle?
Yes, it's in order for final approval.
Move to approve.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The seventh item, Stonegate Subdivision Phase 5, re-subdivision of Tract A of Stonegate Phase 4, re-subdivision of lots 15 through 18 and Common Area A, Stonegate Phase 2, and re-subdivision of part of Lot 1 Village of Stonegate and other lands. This is presented for final approval on 10 lots.
Is it in order for final approval, Michelle?
Yes, it's in order with improvements to be completed by March 25th, 2015, and sidewalks to be installed by March 25th, 2015.
Move to approve.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. The eighth item is Walnut Cove 2, Phase 3 at Lake Forest. The committee recommends layout and preliminary approval on 10 lots. Move to approve.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
This is also presented for final approval on 10 lots.
Is it in order for final approval?
Yes, it's in
Thank-
order for
thank
final
you.
approval.
Move to approve.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Thank you very much, Kimberly.
I think we've got location, character, and extent still.
Oh, was there another one?
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
not
I'm
on the back.
Oh, location, character, and extent. I'm just not.
The public hearing was held for Everybody Can Play Playground, sign number 808. Move to approve.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The second item is Huntsville High School baseball field renovations. Public hearing was held. Move to approve.
Madam Chair, I need to recuse on this item.
Thank you very much, Les, and you're voting anyway, so, and we do have a quorum, so. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, zoning. Sharon Tyson, would you give us the zoning committee report?
Zoning Committee met on March 12, 2014. These are items. Number 1 is the Cooper annexation zoning. A public hearing was held this evening.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Second item, Highly annexation zoning. A public hearing was held this evening.
Move to approve.
Any discussion?
Madam Chair, I need to recuse on this item as well.
Okay, we have Les still recused, and we have a quorum, so we'll proceed with the vote. All in favor, oh, did we have discussion? Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Third item is Pickrell annexation zoning. Public hearing was held this evening.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Fourth item is Tibbs annexation zoning. Public hearing was held this evening.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Fifth item, zoning ordinance amendment, residence 2B district regulations, amend zoning ordinance Article 15, residence 2B district regulations to add single-family attached dwellings as a permitted use. The committee recommends that the Planning Commission set a public hearing for April 22nd.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Sixth item, zoning ordinance amendment, non-conforming lots of record. Amend zoning ordinance Article 74, non-conforming lots, non-conforming uses of land, non-conforming structures, and non-conforming uses of structures and premises. Section 74.1, non-conforming lots of record to add definitions and to amend and add regulations concerning non-conforming lots of record and unified lots. The committee recommends that the Planning Commission set a public hearing for April 22nd.
Move to approve.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Our next item on the agenda is the invocation and extension of bonds, and I'm going to ask Michelle if she will give us that report.
Yes, Madam Chair, we recommend the invocation of item number 1, Cypress Gardens at Lake Forest. Item number 4, Pavilion 2 subdivision. Item number 6, Clayton Cove. Item number 7, Nature's Landing at the Reserve, Phase 3, re-subdivision. Item 8, The Cottages at Indian Lake, re-subdivision. Item 9, The Village at Overland Cove. And item 10, Greenway Park.
Any discussion? Yes, sir.
I'd like to ask a question. What happens to the items that number 2, 3, 5? Ah,
This will be extension. Those will be for
I
extension.
got
yeah.
my answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tony. Okay, any further discussion? All in favor of invocation of the bonds on the items as presented? That's items 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, back to Michelle.
Okay, to answer your question, Madam Chair, we'd also wish to recommend the extension of item 2, Chase Creek Park 3, Part B, re-subdivision. We'd like that to be the recommended extension to May 18th, 2015. Item number 3, Grand Highlands Estates, a re-subdivision to May 15th, 2015. And item number 5, Legendwood Subdivision Phase 4, a re-subdivision to May 15th, 2015.
Any discussion? All in favor of extension of bonds as stated, items 2, 3, and 5, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Is there any further business to come before the Planning Commission? Then I'll remind everybody that our next meeting, full meeting, is April 22nd, and we are adjourned.